So this is just a short video to explain a little bit about the embossed rivets that I'm making for these oval brooches. Now, the originals very rarely survive. They do at a few sites like Birka in Sweden and places like that. The same with the silver wire. Occasionally you get small traces of the silver wire. But often all that's left is a small copper alloy stump sticking out of these holes and then traces of lead alloy around the top. Now, when more complete examples have been found, they normally find that there's a silver cap. Now, these silver caps normally conform to a fairly limited repertoire of designs, and they can be either filigree and granulation, so assembled from parts of twisted and beaded wire with silver sheet, or they can be silver sheet made basically a press bleck, so something like a bronze former. You place a piece of sheet over a piece of lead on top and bash it into it. So it'll either be a single decorated piece of foil or a filigree one. Now, these ones just fairly simple. I've copied one of the more simple designs here. So plain silver cap with a small beaded collar soldered onto it, silver soldered onto the edge. Now, the way I've been basically reconstructing these is to then place lead alloy inside the cap and then just use a copper alloy shank here. I've literally just got some brass nails because they're the same thing. And heat it all up, place them in there and solder them into the top. So these can be placed through the holes then, or right the way through into the inner shell there, and then cut off inside and riveted over. So they'll end up nice and short like this one here. This is actually one that's broken off and you can see the lead alloy inside. Now what can happen sometimes is they can fall off, very rarely. The solder will be a bit loose and fall off. This one's not focusing. There you go, you can see the lead alloy inside and the shanks disappeared off it. And sometimes, of course, the bond between the lead alloy and the silver cap itself won't be brilliant, and so that will pop off, leaving a small stump sticking out with some lead alloy around it. When you look inside these ones, they don't actually serve any particular purpose on this style of brooch. These earlier single-shelled P37s are literally just riveted inside. They're not actually doing anything at all. These ones here are a particular pain in the backside to do close to the pin hinges because it's hard to pin them over. And on these ones, they actually serve a function. So they serve to hold the two parts of the brooch together. So as you can see, this one here will go right the way through to the inner shell and hold those bits in place. And that can be cut off inside and riveted over.